My name's James Machin and I live in Yokohama, Japan. 22 years now. Okay, so I'm old enough to have seen the original trilogy, even though I was very, very young. Me and my older brother, when we were much younger, were basically causing havoc at home for my mother. My dad decided to take us to the cinema to give her some peace and quiet. And I was very little, maybe 3-4 years old. And my dad just thought I'd fall asleep in the movie theatre while him and my older brother enjoyed the movie. What actually happened was the exact reverse happened. I was sat there for the entire movie, eyes wide, while my older brother took a nap. And I've been a fan ever since. Every Christmas, every birthday, always asking for the Hasbro minifigures and the spaceships. My parents would use it as rewards for good studying, and yeah, it's kind of stayed with me since. I wouldn't say I'm a super fan, or as the Japanese say, otaku. I'm just a great lover of things like the concept art, the model making, the costume design, as well as the storylines as well. So I became a member, I think 8 or 9 years ago. So how I became a member is very different to everyone else. So my youngest child was diagnosed with a condition called premature closure of the aorta ductus, which during birth could have caused hypoxia and mental disabilities or physical disabilities if there'd been complications. So we were referred to a very famous children's hospital, which is supported by Make-A-Wish Foundation and also Ronald House. And while I was there, I noticed a poster that they had up for, I do believe, a summer festival that was being supported by the 501st. And I thought, being a Star Wars fan and also feeling that I had I needed to give something back to the hospital that had served me and my family so amazingly, to get involved with the 501st. Stormtrooper.
Why?
The concept behind them is awesome, and the fact that, you know, I just want to be somebody in the background bringing happiness and joy. I didn't want to be like a main character. I just wanted to be out there trooping for charity, rather than how can you say, rather than for the accolade and glory that some of the big characters bring. Is my wife going to see this, or?
I don't know.
Okay, so Stormtrooper, Scout Trooper, Shore Trooper, 2 different types of Death Trooper, Sith Trooper, Imperial Officer, Empire Strikes Back, Darth Vader, and one for Rebel Legion, which is Elo Asti. Being able to tell you every minor detail, every subplot, every comic book reference, or just deep delving into the lore and the stories behind it. For me, I love the original trilogy, and then the prequels such as Rogue One and Andor. I wasn't really a fan of the sequels and the prequels, episodes 1 to 3, and then 7, 8, 9. I saw them, yes, absolutely.
Right.
Because I can enjoy them for what they are. I appreciate the costume design, the model making. My kids absolutely love the prequels, episodes 1 to 3, and I remember calling my dad and saying, you know what, I know exactly how you felt, episode 4 to 4, 5, and 6 because he didn't enjoy it. It was ruined for him by C-3PO. For me, it was ruined by Jar Jar Binks. But I was able to appreciate the irony of it all, and then actually reabsorb myself into fatherhood and enjoying the process with my son. He still enjoys them, so we've been watching Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian together. But I wouldn't say he's a super fan. He has no interest in making costumes or yes, it might come in later life. I'm a huge Beastie Boys fan, and when Rebel Legion approached me and said, would you mind joining and making a costume? Really, I don't I'm not really interested in a lot of the characters because they're all face characters. So an alien was kind of the main purpose, and then when J.J. Abrams took over the films, he always likes to put a Beastie Boys reference in there. Elo Asti is that Beastie Boys reference for, I think it's The Force Awakens, and Elo Asti is that reference because he wasn't able to put any of the music in. So naturally, that was my costume of choice. I must admit, in recent years, seeing a lot of negativity from the fan base regarding, people's opinions or likes and dislikes. I find it very off-putting that there is this subculture within a lot of the organizations and groups. My honest feeling is everybody's opinion is different, everybody's taste is different. Let everybody enjoy the films for what they are, because in my scenario, I'm an original trilogy fan, but I was able to find that bridge to enjoy, the sequels and the prequels with my own children, and that's really what it's all about, coming together, enjoying a shared interest. It doesn't matter who they cast for a character. It doesn't really matter where the storyline goes. If we can all sit down and enjoy something wholesome and fun, that's what it's all about. And it's one of the things that I love about the Japan Garrison and the community within the 501st is that we all come together, we all have our own opinions of the stories, of the characters, and yet we can all come together, have a lot of fun, tease each other, and bring joy to everybody else. So
Intergalactic planetary.
yes, that's correct.